Hey ya! Da 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 da. Hello YouTube, this is me EGGMAN'S here, and today I have a theory about Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's dig into this. Sonic the Hedgehog, hero to all. You either love him or you hate him. Has one of the biggest cast of characters in gaming of all time, and the biggest cast of furries of all time. But I guess I'm not judging. Now, what if everything Sonic the Hedgehog does is nothing but a giant science experiment? Now, listen, before you click off the video because that sentence sounded totally ridiculous, just hear me out for a second. What if it was? What if this was all just a huge lab test? Why would it be a huge lab test? Stick with me and watch through this whole video and find out my opinions on this. But first, starting off, who could be behind this? Well, here's the suspect. Dr. Eggman. Dr. Ivo Robotnik. Yes, this guy, the same guy that you see tried to kill Sonic, is actually making a lab test. The same guy that made you want to puke when you saw him in Sonic 06. This guy. But if Eggman wants to kill Sonic, why would he be using Sonic as a lab test? Well, let me explain. Now, when you play a Sonic game, what do you see? You see things like rings, boost pads, loop-de-loops. Why would that be in a natural environment? What? Come on, just think about it for a little while. Little TV capsules that give you power-ups, enemies that are real easy to kill. I mean, if Eggman wanted to kill Sonic, I'm pretty sure he'd have a better way. Notice how each of his weapons seem like experiments more so than death traps. What if this was all just a test to see if Sonic can get out of this? There were several instances where Sonic could have died twice and Eggman saves his life. Why? Now, if you're someone who's trying to kill someone else to become victorious, why would you save their life twice? Now, going on, in games like Sonic Unleashed, in the intro, you see Eggman with a whole bunch of robots shooting at him. Surely he's trying to kill him, right? Well, here's what I have to say about that. All those robots were missing terribly. I mean, the aim was horrible. Even when Eggman was shooting at Sonic, he couldn't even get him. Could this be because he's too fast? Or because he's not really trying to kill him? Let me let you think on that for a little while. Let's also talk about Sonic's environment and the things around him. Now, Sonic has friends. Tails, the anthropomorphic fox with two tails. Amy Rose. The pink hedgehog very much likes Sonic, but she has anger issues. There's something wrong with her. And then he also has friends like Rouge the Bat, Knuckles the Echidna, SBO the Chameleon, Vector the Crocodile, Silver the Hedgehog, Big the Cat, Blaze the Cat, Cream and Cheese, and characters of those types. But notice how those are the main animals that hang around Sonic, yet he lives in a world full of humans. I mean, for example, when you play Sonic Unleashed, you see that there's way more humans than animal creature things that are of Sonic and friends. Weird, right? And something else. Dr. Gerald Robotnik created Shadow, right? What if Dr. Eggman created Sonic to be a follow-up to Shadow? You know, because he wanted to be like his granddad, I guess. What if his granddad didn't give him access to Shadow, so for an alternative, he created Sonic? I know, right now it sounds completely stupid. But what if? What if he's training Sonic to become the ultimate life form? What if he puts those obstacles there? What if he saves his lab experiment from death every time death is about to occur? What if he creates those extra life boxes for Sonic to get? Just think about it for a moment. I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's been sitting in our face for the whole time. I mean, heck, believe it or not, they even have a comic book stating how Sonic got his powers. And yes, Dr. Eggman, or Robotnik if you want to call him, was behind this too. Read the comic and you'll find out. What if his friends are nothing but a big group of lab experiments? Tails was accidentally given 2 tails. Knuckles was made to be the strength of the group. Then Sonic was created, because he was the closest one to the ultimate life form Eggman was trying to get to this whole time. Then, Amy was created in Sonic CD to see if Sonic can save Amy from the little planet being destroyed afterwards. And yes, Sonic passed that test. But then, after a while, the Amy creation started malfunctioning and got anger issues. She needs help. Then, the rest of the cast of the characters was created to accompany Sonic, since he didn't want his creation to have underdeveloped social skills. Like for example, Sonic could have been made first. Then it could have been Tails, then Knuckles, then Amy, so on and so forth. A little while after, he creates Metal Sonic to rival Sonic, making Metal Sonic tougher than Sonic. And so he wanted to push Sonic's limits to the fullest. Since Metal Sonic is Sonic's superior, Eggman figured that it would be really hard for Sonic to take him down. But you and I both know Sonic overcame Metal Sonic. And that was one of his toughest challenges until Shadow the Hedgehog arose. Yes, Dr. Eggman finally got hold of Shadow. And so getting hold of Shadow was good for him, because then he had no use for any of the Sonic characters. He didn't have use for Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, Amy. All of those science experiments weren't needed anymore. So what was he going to do with them? He was going to have Shadow destroy them. But Sonic and Shadow were pretty much evenly matched. And this was complicated. But eventually, in the end, when Sonic and Shadow both worked together, Shadow went unseen for a long time after plummeting to Earth. And so it was back to Sonic and those science. So, is Sonic just Eggman's little science experiment? Are these obvious things that we've been seeing this whole time, like rings and dash pads and loop-de-loops and springs, all just part of Eggman's obstacles? Have we been lied to this whole time? Well, I'm afraid to say, no. Believe it or not, and I'm pretty sure you believe it, this theory has a whole bunch of holes in it. For example, if Sonic was really just Eggman's lab experiment, then why would he attempt to kill him at the beginning of Sonic Unleashed? You know how I say he shooting at him aimlessly? If he was trying to keep Sonic alive, why would he shoot him into the Earth? I mean seriously, that Earth is broken apart. He could have landed straight in the core of the Earth. Sonic could have died and Eggman didn't care. Matter of fact, when Sonic approached him in Sonic Unleashed, Eggman was wondering why he wasn't dead. Another thing is, Eggman saves Sonic because he says he's a difficult guy, I guess. You can't really understand him. And at the time, he needed Sonic to help him get past the Zeddy. So I guess that's a reasonable reason to save him. And save Tails, too. So as you can see, this theory is nothing but a lie. It has too many flaws. And as for the rings, springs, loop-de-loops, you know, that type of stuff, you already know. Those are nothing but game mechanics, okay? And the thing with Sonic being the lab experiment from the comic book, the Archie comics aren't canon to the series. So, I guess you take this as I wasted your time. Well, if you're interested, I mean, it's a new way to look at it, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And hey, this is a theory. A game. Forget it. Hey! This is a terrible impression of Sonic the Hedgehog. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the like and subscribe button for more videos. And a new cartoon for D-Man is coming out soon. Please stay tuned if you are interested in seeing it. It's a very beautiful cartoon and I appreciate it. It's almost good as Sonic X. Boom. So you know how good that is, right? Yes, so anyways. Also check out the Mario vs. Sonic fight. I don't really like it myself, but hey, it's pretty good. You know, the animations are better than he used to do. So yeah, Check it out! Thanks!